guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I'm gonna have to like remove this guy. Gracie must be like in heat or something because he is being disgusting. This is his cousin and he is being so disgusting. I just can't. Give me a second. Hey, come on. Come on, let's go. Today I wanted to make a video that I think is pretty interesting. You hear about relationship deal breakers. Whether you know it or not, you have friendship deal breakers. Whether you've sat down and thought about it, you do. Or you should. We should all have a certain standard for who we let into our lives. Haven't you heard of that quote? You are who you hang out with. I take that shit seriously. I take friendship seriously. Maybe too seriously. My sister Justine, I mean, we are best friends. So whenever I let a friend into my life, I just expect certain things. And maybe I'm wrong for them, maybe I'm right, I don't know. You can let me know. I just want a disclaimer. I'm not claiming to be like the bestest friend ever. I know there are things I need to work on, okay? But at least I can acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? I do not claim to be perfect. In all the falling outs that I've had with friends in the past, which there are a few, but at least people know where I stand and vice versa. You know, we got no fake friendships going on here. No way, Jose. Okay, and I know that's more than a lot of people can say. Anybody that I've had a falling out with in the past, I hold no hatred, no dislike in my heart at the moment. Just kidding, but you know. Maybe after you cut off a friend, you may feel some type of way, but I mean, it's been so long since I've had to do that. I just wish everybody the best. I really, really do. These are some of my deal breakers when it comes to friends, and some of these maybe aren't just a deal breaker alone. They'll have to kind of add up to some other stuff, but some of these are just flat out like, nope, that's it. I don't need to see anything any further. Like, this is the deal breaker. Let's get started. The most important one, if you don't like my dogs, if you do not like dogs, period, actually, if you don't like animals, I just have a really hard time trusting you. I just can't trust you, and therefore if I can't trust you, I can't be your friend. So sorry, deal breaker, if you don't like animals, especially if you mistreat animals. You're dead to me. If you don't like who I'm with, my baby Sean, if you don't like him, I can't like you, because obviously that's just such a huge conflict of interest. If you don't like him, can't deal with you. If Juju, my sister, if she don't like you, okay? Maybe my family may not like you for some other like unforeseen circumstances or whatever it is, you know, maybe I can get past that. Maybe Sean may not like you. Maybe you get on Sean's nerves, whatever. I can deal with that. But if Juju don't like you, I mean, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Whenever me and Justine have a falling out with somebody, whether it's just her or it's just me, we both get deleted from Facebook, or we both delete that person. It's like we are a duo. It's me, Justine, and Sean. Me, Juju, and Sean. We are the three musketeers. If you are fake with me, if I feel like all you do is agree with everything I say, and hey, maybe we do agree on everything, but let's be honest, eventually we're not going to agree on everything. And if I feel like I'm not getting the real you, as in you're a yes man, I can't pull with you, because then I can't trust you. Ew, do you hear him? He's crying to come in here because he's horny. That's so gross. If we cannot agree to disagree on something, or if we cannot have a discussion, if we're having some problems, like some friction in our friendship, and if we cannot have that effectively, we just can't be cool. Like, because let's be honest, like in a friendship, eventually you are going to end up getting into an argument or a disagreement or whatever, and if we can't get through that maturely and without calling each other names, let's talk about this as adults, you know. And if I feel like you're holding something back because maybe you're just not good at dealing with, for lack of a better term, confrontation, you know, like let's handle this problem head on, and if the problem is not resolved and I feel like in the end like you're just holding back, and I know you still have more to say but you just don't even feel like fixing the problem, like see my Beavis and Butthead, you know, video, like if I feel like the problem is not fixed, like I don't like to just ride over like unresolved issues. Like it's just like, it's a no-go for me. I like that. If you're shady to your significant other, as in like if you cheat on them, I can't trust you, because again, revert back to my cheating video of stop normalizing cheating. I just feel like in the end you are a shady person too, and I feel like that will trickle into different areas of your life, such as with friendships. I just feel like it's morally wrong. There's such a deep, I have such issues with cheaters. I still like you as a person, I just won't want you to be my friend, or I will encourage you to either break up with the person or just be honest with them, because I just do not want to be around shady people like that. I don't like that. You have no goals or aspirations. I don't even care what your goals are. I just want you to have some. I want you to want more with your life. It doesn't even have to be what I want. It could just something for you to work towards. And you are who you hang out with. They influence you. And I like to be careful about who I hang out with, because if somebody I'm hanging out with has like no goals or aspirations, or isn't like, you know, really trying to do something with themselves, or maybe do something creative with their career, whatever it is, like something, you know, I don't want that around me, you know. I want to be inspired by the people I'm with, you know what I'm saying? I want us to grow together. If you're not goofy, okay, maybe I can deal with that, but if you don't appreciate my goofiness, as in you get embarrassed of me being goofy, like you get embarrassed of me, like, oh my god, oh that's so cringy, ew, okay, bye-bye. I just can't, like, I hate stuck-up people like that. I can't. If you're rude to people for no reason, no. Like if you see somebody out in public and you're like, oh my god, what is she wearing? Like, oh my god, people like that make me cringe. I don't like that. I think it shows a huge insecurity in you, and I just don't think you look better trying to talk down to other people in that way. I like to surround myself with like nice people. Obviously, I want you to have a backbone, but if you don't, it's no big deal. But I don't like it when people are just rude about people for no reason. Like, I don't like bullies, okay? Like, that's not what I get down with. I can't get jiggy with that. That's what I'm gonna start saying. Na, 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 na. Ow! If you're not a supportive friend, like if you're not happy for me when I tell you something, come on, you know what I'm talking about. There's those people, like you'll tell them something like that you accomplished or something good that happened, and they just don't seem to care. I notice that stuff. I mean, and these are things maybe I may not even confront with you. I'll just keep that in mind, and I'm like, okay, that's just how they are, and I just kind of fall back a little bit. It's not even like I'll probably do a clean cut. I'll just probably keep you as an acquaintance or something. When my friends tell me something that's like happening in their life that's good, I am genuinely so happy for them. I want my friends to do good. So I want friends that want me to do good. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell when people are happy for you, and you can tell when people are kind of like low-key hating, or just really don't care for the success in your life, or like the good things that are happening for you. What kind of friend is that? You're shady on social media, but say like I follow you on Instagram and we're friends in real life, right? And then you don't follow me back on Instagram, or like you're active on Facebook or something and you don't like any of my stuff, but you're always active, but you claim that I'm your best friend, and then you tell me in person you like my picture, but you never even liked it on where it actually matters. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, that's just that like low-key little hater stuff that I that's annoying. I mean, this isn't a deal breaker, but it's something that's just like, that's a little weird. Like, be supportive of your friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, it's the modern age. It's 2018. Social media, whether we like to believe it or not, a lot of us partake. If you're not self-aware, I mean, and I think we can all work on being self-aware, right? Like, that's an ongoing learning process. But overall, if you have like no self-awareness, as in you can't take responsibility for anything, because in our friendship, we're going to get into arguments, like it just so happened. If you can't at least see where I'm coming from and say, okay, I can see how you feel that way, or, you know, take some responsibility, some accountability for yourself, you know, it makes things difficult. You're not going to take responsibility for shit. If you're a negative Nancy, I mean, it's one thing if you have a bad day, or like you're depressed, you know, you're going through a phase or whatever. I can understand that, you know, it does happen. But if you're always negative and there's just no solution for anything, and I try to throw you solution after solution or just whatever, and you're just a negative person in general, like that's just your temperament, I just can't. I mean, enough said. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious as to why. I mean, Jade the optimist. I clearly cannot be with a pessimist. If you do not support my passion, which is clearly YouTube and being creative, because I will support yours. I will support whatever you are passionate about. I don't even care how ridiculous it is, as long as it's ethical, within reason. I will support whatever it is that you want me to support. If you're passionate about something, it's even better. It's actually, I want you even more as a friend, because that inspires me in a way, you know? But if you don't support like what I'm trying to do here, and you're supposed to be like my friend, it's like, I mean, what kind of friend are you, really? That to me is just so, I don't like friends like that. That's not even friends. That's not even a friend. That is definitely some of my deal breakers for friendships. I get friends very easily. I'm very social and I'm very personable with people because I love to connect with people. I love making friends. It's just about keeping them that I have an issue with for the most part. The friends that I do typically keep around are the ones that they're more honest, like they're pretty, I guess what you could say is they're real. Like, I don't know, I feel like that sounds so cliche, but you know, it's like sometimes the friend that you do argue with the most, and I'm not saying you should have a friendship that you're constantly arguing with, but it's like at least you know, like, you know what you're getting, and like at least you know they're being authentic with you. I think it's really hard in today's, like, or maybe just it's always been this way, to have a good friend. Like the older you get, it's harder because you just put up with less shit, you know? Like you don't have the tolerance, you know? You're not in high school anymore to where you have to like kind of make friends because it's part of like what you do, you know, as an adult. You don't have to. You can get by without friends, but it's a lot nicer to have friends, I will say. And the friends that I do have, I really appreciate you guys. I've made many friends throughout the years. I mean, even like with me being an army brat and everything, and everybody that I've ever made friends with, I always still consider them a friend, and I feel like we can pick up where we left off. I just want to know what you guys think about this, and do you guys have any like friendship deal breakers or whatever? I think it's kind of good to, you know, have a certain standard that you want for a friend, because remember, like I've said 2 times already, this is about to be the 3rd time, you know, 3rd times, you are who you hang out with. That's just a fact. Look it up somewhere. But anyways, I'm going to talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching this, and I will talk to you later. Bye!